Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider of the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Prival alongside Brooks Monaghan, and Coach coming back off the road after a 2-0 weekend at the Rice tournament. We talked last week about that's a field, an environment that you're used to. I know this team was not part of Conference USA, but familiar settings for you. You've got good memories back then and made some other nice memories this weekend.
Yeah. No, it was a good weekend. Anytime you walk away with 2 results, you're a happy camper. You know, it was not the easiest of conditions, and why I say that, it's the field was quite narrow, and it changes the game. But in the Rice game, I have to give them credit. You know, the first 15-20 minutes, they really put us under a lot of pressure. Elizabeth Moberg had to come up with a big save, and then we got a goal, I don't know, 20-something minute, and kind of settled us down. And but I would say that game, at the end of the day, was kind of a game of 2 halves, where they probably got the best of us the first half, even though we were up 1-0, and then we got the better of them in the second half. But it was a very competitive game. I was proud of the girls, and you know, not an easy environment to get the result, and we did.
Had that tough match. You came back against Louisiana, 3-0 shutout.
Yeah, and you know, played against 2 different styles of teams. I mean, Louisiana, they decided to kind of sit in, put 11 players behind the ball, which can make things very difficult. And you know, we got our first goal off of a set piece, and that kind of opened the game up a little bit more. But so we kind of saw 2 different styles of soccer, and I was proud of the girls for in each game finding a way to get that result.
And that second game we've talked about in tournaments, because you're always focused primarily on the first opponent. You don't do a huge scout for that second match. It's a lot of just shooting from the hip.
Yeah, no, I mean, we got a little bit of time on Saturday to do our research. And but again, every team, I mean, you watch them, it just depends on who their opponents are. And they gave us a lot of respect, which obviously I appreciate that, but allowed us a lot of time on the ball. And sometimes that's not always a good thing. But our kids did well with it. And, you know, Again, I think at the end of the day, we deserve both of our results, and you know, that's behind us, and now moving forward to Arkansas State.
Well, you come away with a few individual honors. Clarissa, the American Conference Offensive Player of the Week, and then Olivia gets the
Yeah, both had solid weekends. Clarissa, I keep saying this, but it's been fun to watch her grow from being a freshman to a sophomore now. She's scoring goals and playing with a lot of confidence. And Olivia is, you know, she's always been that rock, that solid foundation in the back. And so both of them well deserved, and you know, happy for both.
And then Elizabeth's been outstanding this year.
Yeah,
6 shutouts.
6 shutouts, and you know, it's kind of 2 different games. I mean, as I told you, she made an early big save to keep us in the game, and you know, the Louisiana Lafayette game, she didn't have a lot of action, but sometimes that's very tough for a goalkeeper to stay focused for 90 minutes, and she did, and again was able to walk away with 2 shutouts. And you know, you just want these kids to, you know, with the awards that come, to just gain that much more confidence, because it makes them better. So well deserved by all of them, and you know, hopefully they carry that momentum over to Friday's game.
What do you see out of Arkansas State this year?
Yeah, Arkansas State, they're doing really well. They've only dropped 1 game, so I know the coach very well. We've been able to watch a little bit of them and kind of break them down a little bit, and it's you know, another away game. So away games are not easy. They're very hard working, very blue collar, and you know, like I said, you never know what you're going to get 100%. But based on what we see, we're going to have a tough game.
Then over the weekend, have Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss. I mean, again, don't want to look past the first opponent, but that's a derby. That's become a derby over the years, and you know, it doesn't matter what type of year they're having or we're having. It's usually a close match, and they're having a good year right now. We're doing well. So again, you know, every time I sit here, there's no easy matches, but 2 good ones over the weekend. And as I always say, if we're going to give ourselves a chance, got to be at our best. And
Coach, obviously it's a bottom line business. You're going to these games to win, but you want to win, lose, draw these next 2 matches. Got to keep some sort of momentum, because conference play is coming up quickly.
Yeah, it's you know, it's. I think that we're on the right path of improving in certain areas from game to game, but you know, our conference is a beast overall, doing well, and you know, our conference it's one of the better in the country, and there's some tough matches down the road. But like I said, we've got two very tough ones right in front of us.
All right, Coach, sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Head Coach Brooks Monaghan, I'm Jeff Brightwell with the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.